Hello, my name is Celia King, and this is my presentation on professional development modules for instructional design for Education 633 at Liberty University. What is instructional design? Instructional design is a systematic, ethical design tool that is used to facilitate learning and process improvement by analyzing, developing, implementing, managing, and evaluating appropriate learning and technological processes and resources. So why do we need to know about instructional design? Instructional design helps us develop education and training materials in a reliable and consistent way. It also helps facilitate student achievement and performance improvement. So instructional design as performance support. When you think about professional development, there's several key aspects that go into it. We have learning, mentoring, practice, consultation, improvement, and reflection. Incorporating instructional design into professional development will help us consider all of these different aspects for performance support. So today we're going to cover a couple of modules for instructional design. The first module will be the ADDIE model, and the second portion will be the SAM model, which is the successive approximation model. So module 1, the ADDIE model, consists of analysis, design, develop, implement, and evaluate. And each of these phases is not done in a linear fashion. Each phase can be revisited and can be done multiple times throughout the design process. The analyze phase of the ADDIE model is the needs assessment. It is your basis for the design and development phase. The analysis phase identifies the problem. In the design phase, this is where you want to create your clear and measurable objectives, come up with your activities, incorporate your media. This is where you do your research and planning. In the development phase, this is where you prepare all of your materials from creating applications, identifying your software technology if that's what you're going to be integrating into your curriculum. The implementation phase, this is the phase where the instruction is actually delivered. This is where it will be delivered in the classroom or online, depending on what your environment is. And finally, we have the evaluation phase. Evaluation can be formative or summative. It can identify any gaps or any improvements that may have been made. Alright, we're going to move into Module 2, which is the SAM model, the Successive Approximations model. This model is very similar to ADDIE, except it is a little bit more specific, and it is better to use if time is an issue. This model can be 2-phase or 3-phase. 2-phase is generally used for smaller organizations and smaller projects. 3-phase is generally used for larger organizations with larger projects. The design and development process provides maximum opportunity for review, evaluation, and correction of decision processes. The SAM model helps to verify stakeholders, goals, learners, and content are the best and most appropriate. Each level of the SAM model can be repeated multiple times to achieve close proximity to perfection. So with the two-phase model, during the preparation phase, this is where you want to gather your information. This phase is normally performed very quickly. This is the phase where you determine the project goals. This phase also, or the preparation phase, is where you also want to complete a Savvy Start, which is a brainstorming event between the stakeholders and the design team. During the Savvy Start process, this is an iterative process of review, design, prototype, and review. So during the iterative design and development, Savvy is what supports this phase. Savvy is the brainstorming between stakeholders and the design team. Some people prefer to work backwards in this phase. They want to address the final content first and then work backwards from there. And prototypes can help brainstorm and communicate ideas in this phase. Design, prototyping, and review continue to be done in small steps and repeated. So with SAM, there's a lot of brainstorming, a lot of review, a lot of evaluation, and a lot of design changes that go into this process. It's continuously changing, continuously improving. The phases can be done at multiple points, multiple times, in order to achieve the best design product. So with the three-phase, during the development, the design is implemented in the final solution. So the content, there's usually 3 versions of a solution. Those are the alpha version, the beta version, and the gold version. The alpha version is the first complete version of the solution, which is fully functional. The beta version is modified by correcting errors and omissions in the alpha version, and the gold version, the gold standard, is the version that doesn't require any fix or enhancement. So each of these solutions in the 3-phase model, users can evaluate the solution, and again, each one of these phases and each one of these solutions can be revisited so that the design project can be as close to perfection as possible. So, in conclusion, we use the ADDIE model, and more specifically the SAM model, to design learning products that will help facilitate students' learning and achievement. And part of that process is teachers, professionals, learning, mentoring, practicing, consulting, improving, and reflecting on their professional development. And a big part of that professional development today is learning a little bit about the instructional design process and start thinking about ways to incorporate instructional design into your curriculum. Thank you.